My name is Muhammed Lamin. I was born in Senegambia region in the West Africa, but the place now called Gambia. And I came to Europe since 2007, and I came to Berlin since 2011. Since then, I'm living here. I work as a social worker in a project from Fixpunk, and I'm a photographer, I'm an activist, I'm a radio presenter as well. Our society is a kind of society that, have understanding or have a belief that men has to lead, women follow. So for me, that alone is a violence against women's right. Women's opinion cannot be seen in the society. Whatever man says, either it's something favorable to the society, this is what the family will follow. Men are the head. So for me, that alone brings a lot in terms of oppressing the women's ideas, women's standpoint of view, or some positive things that a woman can contribute in the society. So this I experienced in my society where I was born and grown up. To my understanding, the reasons are very useless because what the parents claim as a reason, to me, it doesn't give sense. These are all something that favor men. It's a benefit only for the men, because people will say that when a girl child go to marriage, it's a honor to that girl, and also it's a dignity to the girl that a man met her virginity. So for me, this is all not about a woman, but it's all to comfort the man in the society. People tend to drag it closer to the religious point of view, which, I talk to many scholars, religious scholars, and there is no evidence. It's just a traditional practice, even well before Islam or well before Christianity. So, these are just old practiced traditional beliefs that, they are still keeping up, but I don't see any genuine reason behind. Men are part of this topic as well, and to involve them, to make them reflect on themselves, their standpoint, and they themselves can make changes among themselves. I think they can be able to change a lot of things based on how society is viewing them as leaders, decision makers in the society. I think it's just need a small adjustment to believe on yourself and to see that we can make changes together with the women. We don't have to dominant, and occupy all the corners and take the voice from the women. I have to make myself to understand these situations that are happening, because for my understanding, it is not about women, it's about we. Because wherever you heard about woman has been raped, woman has been violently, homicides or things like this, it's all done by men against the women. So I think a big part of it is a main problem. So we have to understand why we act like this. How can we change among ourselves? We have to teach each other. We have to make ourselves understand and make others understand. Because I think this is something, it's very simple method that we can take. But based on how society is portraying and seeing things, setting things, most of us as men, we cannot see this. So I think men can contribute a lot, to change this gender violence in our society. My advice to my fellow men, or the message, final message that I want to tell my fellow men is that let us try harder and let us try and reflect deeply into ourselves. And because there are a lot of stereotypes, in our society, let us try and make our own understanding and exit from those stereotypes, because life is not only mainly for men. So for that purpose, we believe the nature that we all came to this world without deciding either to be born as a man, or to be born as a woman, or to be born as trans, or whatever gender you define yourself. So for that matter, I think respect, it's something very important in life. The decisions that we are taking, we have to reflect on deeply that if those decisions are not affecting others, other genders, especially in the topic that we are talking about, women. I think men has a big role to play in order to make the society better, in order to make the society equal, in order to to skip all those stereotypes that men are meant to this, men are titled to do this and that, women are this and that and that. And in the end, if you look at it, it's all those stereotypes are in favor of men. So this is what this is what brings even the mentality of female genital mutilation, female forced marriage, all those things. If you look at them, it's a pity. We think it's a problem of women, but all to my understanding, it is all favoring the comfort and the desire of men. So we, the men, has to take a very, very big role in order to change these mentalities, in order to live in a society that will never be called as men's world, or men are entitled to be the bride or gold or whatever silver winners in the family, or men should be the decision makers of the world. So what man can do, a woman can do as well. So if we have these beliefs in our head, I think we will all live in a society happily without any distinction or any barriers of our gender differences. My wish for the future, I wish that families, especially, to grow up in a family, because I think this is the starting point of all these stereotypes. But if the families, or society that will, man and the woman will grow up without any barriers, or without any distinction of, for example, woman should do this and a man should do this, or my boys has to go to school because tomorrow they are going to be responsible for the family, and then the girls has to stay home and help their moms because tomorrow they are going to get married, and then when they get married they have to go out to satisfy or to make the dream come true for their men. I wish that every family, grown, if you have a girl child or a boy, give them all an equal access. Because if the child grown up with the support of the family, mostly they make it, because they haven't grown up in a close family that will give them a barrier, that will give them a stop point. Hey, stop here. this is not your direction, or go there, that is your direction. If the child grown up in this mostly open-minded society, I think tomorrow, in future, they will not have any problem of, judging each other or have these stereotypes that men are better than women, or women don't shouldn't have a permission, for example, to drive even a car. If you look, some countries it's like that. Even just a simple motor to drive a car, women are not allowed. What is the sense behind that? What is the sense behind a family that we all came in the evening and cook and eat the same food, but men are not entitled to organize that food? And we all know that that food in the family, if we don't eat the food, there is no way to go. So why we are given that title? So I think in that sense, even alone, women are playing a very, very important and a big role in the family. But in the end, they are left behind. And in every process in our life, I think there is a role, a very vital and important role that women play. But in the end of the story, men will cut them, or this, our mentality and our belief will cut them out. So this, I think, as I said, is just a small reflection we have to do and make things better for each and every one of us without any barrage of, our gender differences.